Hello everyone to another Throwback Thursday, and as it's next week Christmas, let's get in the spirit and build Santa's Workshop. Set 10245, it was the Christmas set from 2014 from Creator Line. And opening the box, you get 9 poly bags, 3 of each, 1, 2, 3, and as well as a small sticker sheet and 2 instruction booklets. Now, I usually don't sticker sets which I don't tend to plan on keeping whole, but for this one I made an exception and, well, it remained in one piece until the end of my Lego days. The set of one bag will provide all the parts for the sled, the reindeers and the small additions to the set. Bags labeled number 2 will be building the house, while number 3s will be providing the elements for the Elven Workshop part of the house, as well as the Winter Wonder machine, aka the Toy Maker machine. Starting with the ones, we get our first of the 6 included minifigures, Santa Claus himself. Building up firstly is a young reindeer with its short antlers and shorter legs than those that pull the sleigh. Next up is the pole that tells us just where exactly we are in the land of fairy tales. Thirdly, we get a decorated Christmas tree. But then it is time to start the main build of these plastic bags, the reindeer pulled sleigh of Santa. Small note of critique: after building this, I think one of the reindeer should have had a red nose instead of a brown one. The set includes many handy elements in true creator tradition, and in very interesting colors like the dark green of the sleigh's main hull, or whatever you should call it. Using an inverted technique, the sides of the sled are attached to the bodywork. Next up is building all 4 of the reindeers. You have the option to either build them fully backed like the minifig horses or open and ready to be attached to the sleigh. I went of course for the second option. Once the reindeers are connected to the sleigh, the only thing remaining now is of course to put in all the gifts. And such concludes the first number of bags, and we get a nice selection of small extra pieces, as well as one of those extra long tubes. Going to the second series of bags, we are greeted by Madame Claus and a lovely dish of pastries. This part of the build will see us create the house itself where the Clauses live. The walls are built up to reflect the typical Northern European 18th-19th century style architecture, including overhangs, columns, the drill. Adding snow to the overhang on the next floor as well as some candy bars next to the door, we get a very nice looking house already. On the inside is my absolute winner. On the sticker sheet is one of Santa and his lady on holiday in summer clothing with a cap reading Fiji. It's a small detail that will often be overlooked, but I thought it hilarious and giggled over it enthusiastically. The girlfriend just looked at me and, well, not that oddly though. On the second floor we find that Santa still has a lot of work to do, as there's a whole stack of mail lying around. So we provide him with a good comfy chair to have a look at it all. The ladder is added to go from the living room to the office. Then we start up building the exterior again, as the big clock is added to the front of the house. With the chimney, the roof plates and the sign in place, the second part is also done, and another selection of nice pieces for the bits box. So for the final build, it's time to bring out the elves. They even look as having that kind of mischievous streak we get to see in all those Santa movies. Starting by laying the foundations of the toy workshop, this part comes with a good looking glass edged window. The effect is created by adding arches to it, achieving the pointed look of the window. Of course, there is a Santa motivational poster and a to-do checklist for the elves. The workbench is then added to the inside. Next, we continue with building up the exterior, and the teeth and cheese slope is something I'm definitely going to bother for my Midgardian builds to add some snowy feels to the house. The roof plate is then next on the menu and comes with a rope to attach all sort of lanterns and make it look all the merrier. The build is then connected to the house from part 2 and the building is completed. So it's now time to build the toy machine. Levers and buttons are added to make it look as a utility belt that chunks out micro-scale toys, in this case a yellow racing car and what looks like a miniature version of Benny's spaceship. The completed machine and another heap of additional pieces, so the set comes with a large selection of extras like most creator sets do, And not too bad at all, very usable in builds afterwards. But here we have it, the completed set. And on display back then on the closet. I also have a small expansion, the Elven set, and that will be for next week's Throwback Thursday. So check back then and prepare to be merry. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye bye.